Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to share my content with you, and I hope you enjoy watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on my latest videos. Let's get started. In this video we are going to see about how much protein do I need to build a muscle. The amount of protein needed to build muscle depends on several factors such as your weight, muscle mass, exercise intensity, and training goals. On average, most people need at least 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day to support basic functions, but for building muscle, a higher intake may be needed. The general recommendation for individuals engaging in resistance exercise is to consume 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. This can help to ensure that your muscles have adequate amino acids available for repairing and rebuilding. It's important to note that while protein is an essential nutrient for muscle building, it's not the only one. Consuming enough calories, carbohydrates, and healthy fats, along with adequate hydration, are also important factors in building muscle. There are many different and even confusing answers to this question. You'll find suggestions that range from 0.36 grams of protein per pound, 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight to 1 gram of protein per pound, 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So where on this range does the right amount of protein fit? Well, it's not that simple. It depends on things like how active you are and how old you are. What the research says about how much protein you really need to eat is broken down below. Protein's role in building muscle. We all know that protein builds muscle, but how does it do that? Well, it's a complicated biochemical process that would take thousands of words to explain. The short version is that amino acids, which are found in protein, are used by your body to build muscle tissue. Because your body can't make these amino acids on its own, you have to eat protein to get them. Muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds muscle, needs one amino acid, leucine, to get going. So, eating protein does two things. 1. It gives your body the materials it needs to build muscle tissue. 2. It tells your body to start building muscle tissue. Again, this is a very simplified explanation of what proteins do. But it's a good way to think about the role that protein in the diet plays in building muscle. How much protein do you need? You've probably heard of the RDA, which is the amount of nutrients that the National Academy of Medicine says you need each day. The RDA for protein in food is 0.36 grams of protein per pound of body weight, 0.8 grams per kilogram. That means that a man who weighs 200 pounds should eat 72 grams of protein every day. Even eating an 8-ounce filet mignon for dinner will give you more than 80% of the protein you need for the day. The RDA is a general average for all adults. It may be enough for younger, less active people, but research over the past 10 years has shown that physically active adults and older adults need a lot more of this macronutrient in their diets. How much protein do physically active people need? Professor of kinesiology Stuart Phillips' research shows that if you run, lift weights, have a physically demanding job, etc., you need 0.59 to 1 gram of protein per pound, 1.3 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. So, if you're a man who weighs 200 pounds, you should get between 118 and 200 grams of protein every day. How hard you train and how old you are will determine whether you go towards the low or high end. More on that in a bit. If you lift heavy and/or are older, you should go for the higher amount of protein that is recommended. How much protein do obese people who want to lose weight need? It's hard to figure out how much protein an obese person should eat. If you want to lose weight, you need to eat less. High-protein diets can help you lose weight because 1. They fill you up and 2. They help you keep your muscle mass while you're eating less. So, you need to find a protein goal that is high, but not so high that you eat too many calories and find it hard to go into a caloric deficit. When my nutrition coach, Jillian Ward, works with obese people, she doesn't pin a certain amount of protein to their body weight. Instead, she just makes sure that 25% to 30% of their total calories come from protein. This lets the client focus on cutting calories and making sure they eat well. She told me, "I've found that people stick to a balanced diet longer than one that's mostly protein and has almost no carbs or fat. And sticking to a weight loss plan over time is very important." How much protein do people over 50 need? As you get older, your body is less able to use protein. Basically, As you age, you need to eat more protein than you did when you were younger to get muscle protein synthesis going. When you add that to the fact that older people tend to avoid strength training, you get sarcopenia, or muscle loss. This is a very big problem. Researchers have found that sarcopenia is linked to a number of problems with health and quality of life. If you want to stay healthy and active as you age, you need to keep your muscles in good shape. Research has shown that the recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for protein, 0.36 grams of protein per pound of body weight, is way too low for adults 50 and older. Stuart Phillips says that you should eat at least 0.54 grams of protein per pound of body weight, 1.2 grams per kilogram. Depending on how active you are, a physically active older adult should probably eat between 0.72 and 1 gram of protein per pound, 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram, of body weight. Can you overdose on protein? Some people still believe that eating too much protein will hurt your kidneys or make your bones weak. These myths come from bad studies that were done more than 40 years ago. Your body can't get too much protein unless you have some kind of kidney disease. Studies have shown that healthy people can eat up to 4.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. If you are a man who weighs 200 pounds, that means you could eat 400 grams of protein every day without any problems. So, no. You can't overdose on protein. Is more protein better? A lot of young guys who go to the gym think, protein builds muscle, so the more protein I eat, the better. Megadosing on protein won't hurt your kidneys, but it also won't help you get stronger or build bigger muscles. Research shows that eating more than 0.59 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, 1.3 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram, doesn't help protein synthesis or muscle building in any way. Your body doesn't need more than that, so it will get rid of the extra protein when you urinate and poop. So when you overdose on protein, you are literally flushing the money you spent on it down the toilet. You told me how much protein I should eat. How do I figure out how much I need exactly? Sorry. There is no magic formula that can tell you just how much protein you need. Because every person is different, we have given a range of suggested amounts. You'll have to try different amounts until you find the right one. For me, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram, has worked for a couple of years now. I've been lowering the amount of protein I eat each day to 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight for the past few weeks. I haven't seen any change in how well I do at the gym. Still feel muscular and strong. Try out the above ranges and see which one works best for you. Hire a nutrition coach if you want more help. How can you get protein? The best sources of protein are whole foods like milk, yogurt, eggs, and meat. They are high in protein and full of micronutrients that your body needs for overall health. Plant-based protein sources can give you the protein you need if you are vegan or vegetarian. You just need to think it through more. Animal-based proteins have been shown to stimulate protein synthesis more than plant-based proteins, but other studies have shown that as long as you get enough protein in your diet, from a variety of sources to make sure you get all the amino acids you need to build muscle, there isn't much difference in muscle strength and size between people who get their protein from plant-based sources and those who get it from animal sources. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and leave a comment below. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on my latest videos. Until next time, take care.